Today we're going to be talking about the Technomancer. Now you guys might have seen this when I covered it, I want to say about a month ago. I had a little bit early access with this class and I had a ton of fun, and we finally today are doing a more deep dive on this class. Now this is the fourth and final class we will be covering on this channel, so hopefully you guys are excited for it. Now this class can exploit technology, creating some really cool gadgets to use. Now I can really see a lot of players wanting to use this class because of their versatility. Their skill sets will be best used by players who pay close attention to the flow of the battlefield. The status effect that the Technomancer can inflict, along with their boss disrupts and their unique ability to heal their squad, makes them the perfect support role player. Oh, but it doesn't stop there, because they are definitely more than just a support role player. They are packed with the arsenal of weapons, and don't forget their amazing summoning abilities. They can fight with the best of the best out of all the classes in Outriders. And their sniping ability is nothing to be sleeping on. Now that you know how versatile they are, why don't we talk about their fundamentals? The Technomancer focuses their power around summoning and indirect sources of damage and effects. The three cores of the Technomancer are Ordnance, Gadgets, and Decay. Now Technomancer's melee attack is one of a kind, as it inflicts freeze status effect to all enemies hit by it. Freezing an enemy allows you and your teammates to focus damage them, what could be the difference between you clearing content fast, easy, and efficient. Now what about healing? Just like all three other classes, the main way to heal is not by potions or spells, but by playing aggressively. As a Technomancer, you recover a portion of the damage you deal as health. You could call them the vampire of Outriders, but it even gets better. The Technomancer also increases long range damage and increases skill leech and weapon leech, keeping their healing on par with the other classes in Outriders. Oh, but it just gets better. I think it's time to dive into the powers. Just like every class, there are 8 powers, and today we'll be diving into 5 of those powers of the Technomancer. You will always start with one single power, and as you level up, you will unlock more. So the power number 1 is Tool of Destruction. This power is absolutely a monster, as you can either take down your enemies with a minigun or just blow them up with a rocket launcher. The choice is really yours. And switching between the two is really simple. So how do you deploy each skill if they're using the same button? Well, if you tap the button, it will activate the rocket launcher. Now by holding down the skill button, it will bring out your minigun. Now one big difference that you guys should always keep in the back of your mind is the big difference between the minigun and the rocket launcher is the rocket launcher has the ability to disrupt bosses' skills. As you guys are seeing right here, you can see the orange bar. They are activated their skill ability. We hit them with the rocket and it disrupts it. The minigun will not do that, but the rocket will. Now I can really see this being really effective against those harder bosses when they're trying to use their skills on you, and can definitely be the difference between life and death for you and your squad. Power number 2, Fixing Wave. Now Fixing Wave is a skill exclusive to the Technomancer and is the only skill that can heal yourself, your deployed skills, and your teammates, regardless of distance. This, you can say, is the healer of Outriders. And that's why this class is so good as a support role. It just does so many things really well. Power number 3, the Pain Launcher. Now the Pain Launcher is a skill that has a mind of its own. Once you launch it, it will damage enemies independently, without your control. This artillery turret will fire multiple shots, creating a carpet bombing effect, damaging multiple enemies. The skill not only damages enemy, but it also interrupts them. Now one thing to keep in mind is that there is a setup delay, so make sure you plan ahead when using this skill. Power number 4, Blighted Turret. Now this is an automated turret that inflicts your enemies with the status effect Toxin, alongside with laying down some lead. Now this does cause damage over time, so it's actually great for taking out multiple enemies, weakening them down, and then allowing you to finish them with a weapon. And we still have one more power to go over. Power number 5, Cold Snap. Now this is a large area effect skill that will freeze multiple enemies in place. Now what's amazing about this skill is when you pair it up with other skills, you can cause some insane damage. And if you need to get out of a tough situation, well, this skill is for you. Now we know all 5 of these powers are amazing individually, but they even get more powerful together. And next, we'll be talking about power combos. So in this next part, we're actually gonna be showing you an example of using 3 powers in one situation. And this truly is where the powers excel. So right here, they're currently running away from all the enemies. We're gonna use Cold Snap and it freezes all of them, right? Then we're gonna throw out Blighted Turret. This is gonna cause a lot of damage. And then Tool of Destruction to mow down the enemies. And that's how you guys use power combos in Outriders. Now, just like any class in Outriders, altering your character is a thing. Remember, points are earned by leveling up your character, and you can never fill out a full skill tree. But the good thing about it is you can reset your class points as much as you want. So you can create the class and create the playstyle how you want to play. Now there are 3 branches in the Technomancer skill tree. Number 1 being Pestilence, number 2 being Tech Shaman, and number 3 being Demolisher. And I know you're gonna ask, well, what does each branch do? Well, don't worry, we're about to get into it right now. So the Pestilence branch works best with your DECAY skills and your weapons. It's all about increasing the damage with your guns and provides great bonuses, especially towards those sniper rifles and assault rifles. The Tech Shaman focuses more on indirect damage, such as your turret, freeze effects, and healing. The third and final branch is the Demolisher, which you could say this is the jack of all trades. Now this works best with granting bonuses to all of your skills. But what is actually really cool about this, there is something that allows you to apply a toxin to all enemies you freeze with your melee attack. So not only are you freezing them, but you're applying a status effect on them. It's a double win in my book. And of course, legendary gear, mods can definitely help you become a stronger class overall. So choose wisely how you want to spec into your class in Outriders. If you guys enjoyed these videos, if you guys enjoyed this class breakdown, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Definitely helps out the video. If you guys have any questions, use a comment down below. Let me know if you guys are ready for the Outriders demo. But we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, nothing but skills is out.